And so if the state of Indiana, the prosecution is claiming Richard Allen followed her on the bridge, he ain't on the 207 photo.
He would have been on that photo.
Yeah, he would have been on there, or he could have, I suppose if you want to say, well, no, he maybe had hidden in the woods at that end of the bridge and then got on, and then he'd have to run. Okay, well, let's dismantle that right now. First of all, again, Doug Carter said that the bridge was so fraught with disaster, potentially with all these holes and so forth, that he felt like he had to crawl across there. It was a kind of a rite of passage among those that lived in Delphi to go across this bridge. It's one of the things that teenagers would do, when you're young and you feel impervious to danger, you're going to take these risks. Well, Doug Carter, understandably, and others would not want to take that risk. Mm-hmm. So you walk very, very, very slow.
Yeah.
And if you're walking at all, if you're not crawling like Doug Carter says. So the reason that's important is by the time Abby and Libby would have got to the end of the bridge where they were ultimately abducted, presumably abducted, Richard Allen would have had to make up for that time because he's not in the 207 video, so he would have had to come out of hiding from the woods at that end of the bridge, get onto the bridge, and then haul his butt. He'd have to run hard. This is a guy who's smoked a pack of cigarettes a day. He's a middle-aged guy with a dad bod, okay? I mean, this is not a guy that would be able to accomplish that. Plus, he has very tiny feet, okay? That was one of the first things I noticed about Richard Allen when I met him was, man, he's got really tiny feet. The type of feet that on these kind of gaping holes could get caught.
Yeah.
And so there's that. Yeah. And could he make up for that time in such a short period of time? Because that 207, that means 6 minutes later, Richard Allen is there. Okay, is right near the girls at the other end of the bridge. Okay, so there's that. Well, then what does the bridge guy video look like?